because I think that's also the time that we're going to hear the team announcements for the World Cup, which is pretty cool.
They're supposed to have an initial roster ready in the next couple of days, I heard from the committee members. So they're definitely working on those teams. Although I think it's a little bit interesting because they'll have the teams set so long before the actual event will occur. And the teams can grow a lot since then. So I think they should be focusing on players with lots of potential over necessarily the all-stars of today. But let's talk about today as we were. And what do we have? 2 Junkrats.
5 seconds. 2 Junkrats going out the door. Actually, a fairly interesting composition for both. So we've got Roadhogs, Junkrats on both sides. One side leaning into an Ana, and the other side leaning into Lucio. Instantly, we've got everybody coming right towards the middle. Everybody's trying to make use of the Junkrats and the hooks. And look at this. It looks like we're seeing the red teams getting good positioning, starting to get in some nice Junkrat damage.
Almost got that hook. Whoa, look at that. Junkrat just pushed right in, straight into the Ana. He got traded out for it, though. The Roadhog gets the hook off. Left click as well, but both Roadhogs too low. They have to back off a little bit. There's Junkrat and Roadhog versus a Lucio and a Roadhog. I think the Junkrat combo actually technically has the advantage here.
I would think so. They can do enough doing, but as you say that, look at that. We've got Infinitus picking up the first round.
That was close. So the hook came out, but Junkrat couldn't quite land the grenade to follow it up, and as a result, the Roadhog player lived, and well, looks like Infinitus took it.
That being said, Oreos did put up a pretty good fight there towards the end. It was very close. So these rounds are actually significant. I like the fact that we're seeing some mirror matches coming out at the get-go. It means that both teams kind of have a feel for how they're going to play this, showing that they have a little bit of experience. On one side, we are actually seeing the Orisa come out early, and on the other side, we're seeing a pretty heavy dive comp that's coming out with a Zenyatta to match inside there. So
is this is this like a real Orisa here? They're actually going to play with this?
I think that this is Orisa that's going to be coming out the door instead of the standard. If you guys aren't aware that there is the stall comp where people just like use Orisa and just hang out right inside the center, and that's just absolutely no fun.
That's basically that's basically the only thing we've seen her used for. This is the first time I've seen a real composition with Orisa that actually wants to win the round.
Yeah, look at this. They're getting up. Genji's right on the side of him.
Oh,
getting a little bit of damage. Got some reflect. Didn't get much out of it, but look, Soldier's managing to get the first kill. Playing around the stairs. Genji's trying his best to get as much dash repeats as he can. Just can't make anything work off of it. That high ground up top with Soldier and Orisa was just really dirty to fire down into.
It was difficult. They tried to dive into it, but they didn't quite get the Genji and Winston coordinated together, and they didn't get Discords on correct targets. The Orisa shield does, of course, block the Discord orb, and so 1-1 now, tied up. Could be anybody's game. Both teams have relatively strong heroes left. Of course, Roadhog is gone for both of them. There's still Pharah Mercy available, but the Oreos choosing to run Mercy Genji. So this is a combo, but generally you see the okay, never mind. I lied. They tricked us. It's a Lucio. This makes a lot of sense.
Pharmacy is too strong in 3v3s to run it separately like that. So I think that they were giving it the contemplation, but I don't know what you would necessarily do. Winston, I guess, could like jump up in the air, and Genji could jump up in the air and follow it with a Mercy, but that just seems to be too fragile for a Mercy play right there. Yeah. Now, on the other side of this, we are seeing McCree and D.Va come out. I think that they were expecting to see the Pharmacy come, and because that's usually where you want to run your D.Va, is against the Pharmacy, so that way you can just use the self-defense matrix and just eat up all of that damage. And everybody is just meeting right down here, right in the upper area. Winston's jumping in right on top of D.Va. It's just kind of tank off right now as everybody's just kind of body blocking each other, getting in smidgens of damage.
Oh, there goes the D.Va mech. That's really bad. There's no longer a tank here to help either of these squishy backliners out. But still, oh no, Winston goes down as well. And that's a quick remech from D.Va. Her pistol did a lot of work there. We weren't
just such an enclosed hallway, so just blind fire down inside of it and built the ultimate up so fast.
We didn't have the camera on her, but I'm assuming that her pistol was just ding 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 dinking away, because that was like 5 seconds for her to remech. That was so fast. Double Mercy we see now, potentially. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to talk about these team comps. I just got burned. I don't want to get burned again.
Pharmacy D.Va coming out on one side, and this seems like a very interesting composition that we're seeing coming out from Infinitus. We have the Orisa that's going to be able to put down damage, and Soldier's going to be putting down damage. and both of them can actually get some benefit out of the damage boost from Mercy, while the Orisa shield can provide a little bit of protection. We haven't seen this comp, I think, in any of the weeks that we've been running, so it's definitely a breath of like fresh air coming out. Let's see how well it works for him, though. It's going to be a very immobile comp, and Mercy is going to be a target inside of this without a doubt.
They're very weak to dive, but all the key dive components are out right now for Oreos. They've already picked them. But Fair Mercy will be difficult as well. This is just one soldier. He has a damage boost, but I don't know if one soldier can necessarily kill this Pharah.
D.Va's trying to get a side flank in, trying to get some damage, but I think is kind of in an area she doesn't want to be in. Taking a lot of damage right now, trying to get back. Mercy has to fly over there to get some extra assistance. They've kind of lost their control at this direct time. It's going to come down to how much more damage Pharmacy can put in, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No more Mercy. With the visor as well. Pharah is hiding from it, but not for long. There we go. All right, so Infinitus takes the first round. These are best of threes. These are best of threes, so Oreo's not out of it yet.
I really, really like that last comp that we saw come out of Infinitus. It had a specific purpose inside of it, functioned really, really well. I'm surprised that the Pharmacy didn't try to get more damage in onto the Mercy off the get-go. That would have been extremely detrimental for them. But this is where we saw that stairwell fight, and man, that was just a lot of nice control, good targeting coming out from Soldier.
I agree. That Soldier getting the pick on Mercy was insane. I wish that we saw his camera at the time, because that must have been some serious tracking. The Mercy went from 100 to 0 in like 1 second. Damage boosted Soldier, and it wasn't a Helix rocket either. It was just straight up machine gun shells.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen any real effective Mercy right now. Mercy has been a game changer in multiple matches that we've watched, specifically because of how fast she manages to get ultimate charge. You just kind of lose track of her, and the next thing you know, there's the Mercy res that comes out, and after taking down 2 people, and essentially makes it to where you have to fight down 5 people. Mercy's just kind of went down fairly early inside of the round whenever we were looking inside of Oreos. So they might need to try to make sure that they're protecting a little bit better. Specifically, the fact that we saw Mercy die on a walkway is very, very interesting. Like that's not where the Mercy should be at. I think just kind of got caught mid-transition from one hero to the other, trying to get up and trying to get that a little bit of health onto the tanks.
You're right.
Here we go. We are moving into the second round of the best of 3. So again, we're seeing that very interesting comp that we saw last time coming out from Infinitus.
They're running it again, but remember, this is I'm going to say it again, it's very vulnerable to dive. If you have that Genji Winston composition, this gets taken out immediately. But they're fighting against actually a relatively favorable. They directly counter this right now. Infinitus directly counters this lineup from Oreos. So of course, Orisa amazing at breaking shields, especially with the Mercy boost. And yeah, I think Orisa Soldier is going to beat Reinhardt Soldier in this case.
I think a big part of this is going to come down to where the fight occurs at. If it's going to be in a location where Weedwhacker can make some use of charge, which right now he's got that big open pit right in front of him, so he can't get much out of it. So it's just going to be shield versus shield right now, just trying to burn down. They need to get some type of area that they can make use of Reinhardt, because right now this is highly, highly favorable for Infinitus.
They need to find a way in. Yeah, if Reinhardt can find a hammer on someone, that's the only way for Oreos to be able to take this round. Let's see if they advance. Also, I mean, if Sam SMB gets another really sick Mercy kill like his counterpart did last time, that could be another way they could go into it.
The Orisa shield is just surviving for a very long period of time. The Soldier and from Oreos is trying their best just to take it down, but every single time he manages to get it down, it instantly just gets redropped. That being said, Weedwhacker is getting really close to having ultimate. He's 86% now. I think that might be what they're waiting for, trying to wait for that casual slow build up from the ult charge, then just charge in and try to get through the shield. And there we go, Weedwhacker now has ult.
They need to take down the Orisa ultimate here. Here's Tac Visor. The Mercy Res is available if this happens. There it is. All right, so Mercy Res will counter it, but a little bit early on the Resurrect there from Jax. Oh, is this a Mercy Reinhardt 1v1?
Jax managed to get the kill on the Soldier. Oh my god, what is this?
Oh my god.
Reinhardt Mercy. Let's see how this goes.
I mean, Mercy wins, right?
Well, I mean, technically, Weedwhacker can just slowly walk towards him with the shield, but Jaxel's doing a good job. Losing the high ground is kind of worrying, though, because it kind of limits the positioning. This is going to be a very interesting 1v1 from this point forward, though.
I think if Weedwhacker sits... well,
That was nice. Use the bodies to fly up to. That was good.
That's some good tech. Jazixel has enough time for another resurrect, I think, just to passively build. Uh-oh. Yep, that's it. That's it. One more. The shield. Melee. There we go.
Oh my god. Battle Mercy for the win.
Jazixel making Battle Mercies everywhere proud. Wow.
Mercy play of the game right there. I want it. That's a res and a kill. Come on, Mercy play of the game with the kill inside of it. But with that, Infinitus gets round 1. Here we go, moving into round 2. Looks like Infinitus is looking at a dive comp. I haven't quite seen anything coming out from Oreos yet. I'm pretty fond of this comp that they're going to be bringing out. Reinhardt, McCree, and Lucio. Lucio can provide some maneuverability that both the Roadhog and the McCree don't necessarily have.
I think that... yeah, there's not a lot of maneuver. McCree can sort of peel for himself. He can roll back. He can flashbang. So this dive composition is really not scary at all if they play it correctly on the side of Oreos. So, of course, Infinitus is running Genji, Winston, Zenyatta. This is the premier dive composition in 3v3. But with a good hook, good flashbang, this can be shut down easily by Oreos. Let's see if Infinitus is evasive enough.
It's a lot of CC coming out on the side of Oreos. They just have to make sure to get some use of it. Good job by Infinitus flying around this wall, trying to make sure that they don't have any directed line of sights for the CC to hit them. Genji's trying to get some deflects. They're trying to bait out right now either the hook or a nice flashbang. Genji's getting a really nice backflank though.
Oh, it's a very dangerous backflank though. Just one hook, one flashbang, but he somehow threaded the needle, reflected what he needed to reflect. He is really playing with fire right now. He dodged another hook. He takes out McCree. Also Lucio. One more. There we go. And Roadhog's dead as well. Jeez. Morale knock on Genji just somehow threaded through everything. Like, basically Matrix style. He just went in with a blade, dodged the hook, reflected the flashbang, cut everyone down. What a hero.
I think that you kind of nailed it. That was very Matrix. Like, if you remember inside the movie, like when they're doing that run down the hallway and he does like that flip handstand move, that's almost like how Genji was playing inside there. Man should take so much use of this small contained hallway, dance around inside of it, and just constantly harass down 2 people that could counter him with CC. It was just really well played. And so here we go, moving into the next round. Junkrat, Roadhog, Lucio going up against Genji, Winston, and Ana.
This is Infinitus's preferred Roadhog composition. So Roadhog is a very strong 3v3 hero, and they prefer to run him with a Junkrat, which is a little bit interesting. I can see the logic. So if anyone tries to dive them, Junkrat, of course, very weak to that. Roadhog, very strong. So it kind of works out. The Lucio lets the Junkrat be very mobile as well. Reflect actually reflects 2 grenades back. Sleep as well on Roadhog. This is a little bit dangerous with a triple grenade coming out. Right now it's a 1v1 between Junkrat and Winston. Oh, but they're just going to run away from each other. So far, surprisingly, Infinitus comes out on top. That was amazing with a triple grenade.
And Infinitus already took all of the first best of 5, so they're sitting at a 2-0 advantage right now. So if they win this round, they get this section of the group stage. So you can see the fact that right now Oreos is trying to find something, trying to get something in, but manages to take down the Winston. It's just this poor Genji now. Gets the blade up. What can he do with it?
He has the blade. Let's see what he does with it. Not enough DPS to go for the Roadhog. One more slash from the Lucio. He has a dash to get out. Will he get hooked? The reflect. Oh, the hook misses. SBM has 1. Wait, let's make this accurate. 5 HP. Oh, the
5 HP going against this Roadhog. Oh, and then the whole hog comes out and just polish it off.
It must have like just got, that's a lot of bullets. I can understand Genji not being able to reflect them all. Just one got through,
All right, let's see. Mercy res into the kill on the soldier.
Oh no!
It's gonna be Momonak.
This was pretty.
He just went absolutely crazy here and just murdered everybody.
Better get to see this one more time.
I was still just insanely happy that we saw a Mercy get 2 kills in the game in addition to getting a res.
Oh yeah, we'll watch that again.